I now have the pleasure of introducing your valedictorian, Nolan Nordwall.
Hello, my friends, my classmates, and my instructors. What an absolute privilege it is to be standing here before you today. I grew up in a difficult environment, so for most of my life, I didn't think that I could really be the kind of person who could be valedictorian of anything. So I just want to take a quick moment to thank you all for the opportunity. Moment over. Now, before I let any of you get up from your seats and move on with your lives, I am going to douse each and every one of you in wisdom. For you see, I have done the alchemy of concentrating 25 years of experience for you, and I have come up with three of the most important life lessons that I learned along the way. 3 lessons that got me through the scariest times in my life and carried me here. There will be jokes, which I expect you to laugh at. Wise words, which I expect you to take home with you, and a bunch of quotes from people who are a lot smarter than I am. Let's get right to it. Exceptionally wise lesson number 1, in the immortal words of Kendrick Lamar: hold up, sit down, be humble. Thank you. Gratitude is one of the most important things that an individual can practice for their own well-being. Instead of focusing on greener pastures, practice control and self-discipline, and learn to be happy for what you have. Despite all the speeches that you have to sit through today, you are incredibly lucky to be sitting where you are, both on a global and a cosmological scale. You are lucky to be born the kind of person who can complete a BCIT program, and you are lucky to be born in the kind of environment that helped lift you up and encouraged your education. If you were born into a terrible environment, that's unlucky and you have my deepest sympathies, but you are still lucky. Good on you for working hard and dragging yourself up by your shoelaces, but you were lucky. In the words of Australian funny man Tim Minchin, you didn't invent the parts of you that worked hard, they're not even your shoelaces. I definitely worked hard to get to where I'm standing today, but I didn't create the years of evolution or the right combination of environmental factors that led to the parts of me that worked hard. Nobody actualizes themselves, no matter how much they may try to tell you otherwise. The admittedly romantic idea of the self-made man is a lie. There are tens of millions of people out there who are more like you than they are different, who were not so lucky. Never forget that. And more importantly, knowing that you can't ever take true credit for your successes, nor blame others for their failures, will humble you and make you a more compassionate person. So be humble. Besides, nobody likes a bragger anyway. This tassel. Number 2, focus on yourself, love yourself, and commit yourself to self-improvement. Get to know yourself, talk to yourself, learn about yourself, and learn about all the ways that you as an individual learn and grow. Identify areas of weakness and drill down on them. Identify the person that you want to be and pursue them. It may seem impossible to change. In the words of James Clear, the godfather of good habits, to break a bad habit is like uprooting a powerful oak tree within you, while building a new good habit is like cultivating a very delicate flower, one day at a time. Our greatest strength is our persistence. We all have our dragons to fight, but we are cleverer than our strongest dragons, and we get to use the games we use to challenge them. In a game that you're only playing with yourself forever, the only way to lose is to give up. Don't. Small victories will lead to further small victories, and pretty soon you will find yourself surrounded by the big victories. But don't do yourself the disservice of focusing on the goalposts. Self-improvement is a problem with too high of a dimensionality to be measured by something like your income or consecutive push-ups in a row, you giga-chad. Put your head down and focus on the small improvements that you can make every day. As you build yourself into the kind of person who achieves things, The achievements come naturally. In the famous words of legendary NFL coach Bill Walsh, the score takes care of itself. Or, if you'd prefer, in the words of America's sweetheart, RuPaul, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Two very different demographics. I saved the best for last. Number 3, if you remember nothing else from this address, remember this. In the words of Nolan Nordwall, 2023 BCIT Valedictorian, sleep is king. There is no single piece of advice that I can give anybody to bring up their quality of life on average than to get a good, consistent night's sleep. Do not neglect sleep. Do not neglect sleep. Do not neglect sleep or I will know. Don't neglect it for romance. Don't neglect it for your own sense of productivity. Don't even neglect it to study for an upcoming exam at the British Columbia Institute of Tremendous Workloads. You're already a human being, which means on average more than a third of you report a poor quality of sleep already. On top of that, even the best among us are going to have a generous sprinkling of bad nights of sleep throughout our life, bad nights of sleep that will inevitably affect our health. Do not neglect sleep. If you take away food or water or shelter or sleep from a person for just 24 hours, the damage done to your body and your mind by losing sleep far outweighs the rest. Your body needs sleep badly, and it's not just a process that you can cut into for other things. There is no sleep debt that you can just pay off the following night. It is not that simple. If sleep is debt, then the interest that you accrue on that debt is Alzheimer's. Sleep should sit at the top of your hierarchy of needs. Are you a big dog, woof woof busybody who has a bunch of business to do? You need more time in your life? Cut into everything else before you cut into sleep. Trust me, your mind and your body will thank you and you will live a longer and a happier life. So there you have it. 3 life lessons that you may carry forward with you for the rest of your life. They are not free. If you take them and they end up helping you, I expect royalties. That goes for everyone. Now, go forth and change the world, my beautiful graduates. It has been an honor to work every day alongside you, and it's been an honor to give you this address. Take care of yourselves.